Hello beauties! Welcome back to another episode of Beauty Within. It's your host,
Felili
and Rowiwi. Since you guys seem to love these at-home episodes where we try brand new skincare for the first time, we thought we'd continue on this series to just share with you guys first impressions of some favorite products and some brand new releases.
And with that, we will be able to give you first impressions, but not really like the long-term effects, because with skincare, we say all the time you can't necessarily see the outcome and the results until like weeks later or even months later. So yes, today we will be going through our entire routine, cleansing, an essence, a ampoule, moisturizer, and sunscreen because it is the daytime. And Ru, you also got like 5 products in the routine, right?
Yes, I have a cleanser, a toner, a serum, a moisturizer, and sunscreen as well.
And stay tuned to the end of the video because that's where we refer back to our previous videos tester and tell you guys whether we're still using it, our thoughts after like a month. And make sure you've joined our lovely Beauty Within family by clicking the subscribe and the notification. And let's start off with cleansing.
I have the Schwanen Garden, Schwanen Garden,
Schwanen Garden. I feel like it needs to come more from the throat. Schwanen Garden. Okay, so why don't you tell us a little bit about that brand, because that's something that we haven't heard of.
So what piqued Fel and I's interest with this brand specifically is that they're a clean K-beauty brand, like a very, very clean K-beauty brand. And their whole philosophy is about how antioxidants are the cure for many, many things in our life, be it like ingesting antioxidants or applying it onto their skin. There is sodium hyaluronic, there's lactobacillus ferment extract, which is soybean, and also willow bark extract. So there's a little bit of BHA in there as well. I'm fascinated by this texture because it's like water. You don't really see cleansers that are this watery.
Okay, now I'm gonna take this one out. Ooh, okay, it's in a glass bottle. And I like how Good Molecules now has the full breakdown of ingredients and all their percentages. You can see that there's water, propionediol, glycerin, cocoa betaine, and all of these are like very nourishing and hydrating ingredients. And then because this is like a rose cleanser, the Rose de Mesquina flower water is 1%, like right in the middle. Pump, 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 pump. Ooh, ooh. Oh my god, this texture reminds me of Crave. Wow, but a little bit more like watery than Crave, but it's like a very lightweight gel, and it doesn't smell like anything. There's no additional fragrance. There's also like no essential oils or anything in this one. Ooh, and you can see that it like emulsifies really nice. Is yours also a gel?
This is like water. Interesting.
Like the legume?
No, it like is water and turns into like a light slathery foam on your hand. It has that very neutral, clean smell. And there's a bit of lavender in here. I feel like this one's, it's like a micro foam texture. That is very beautiful, very gentle. I'm a fan.
Bling, bling, bling. Gonna wash off. Interestings.
Feels so refreshing.
Okay, so the skin for the Good Molecules feels really good and soft. Although I wouldn't say like the application, because you know how Ro and I literally love our cleansing and we've used a lot of cleansers. I wouldn't say that the actual like use of it is a standout, like the emulsification and the feeling of it, but it does leave the skin feeling very beautiful, like very soft without it stripped.
This cleanser, I would say it's pretty above standard. I actually really like it. It's very gentle, it's very soothing, and it's not aggravating at all. It's not stripping at all, but I will say it's not as hydrating as some of the other cleansers we've used.
And I just want to mention like the cleansers on the box, it says a gentle cleanser to balance and brighten. It's hard to say how it balances, because I feel like the things that we put on actually help balance the skin, like a toner, serum, moisturizer, that balances. But then in terms of brightening, I also don't feel like cleansers are like brightening. It's just the fact that like you kind of wash your face and through the process you do feel like brightened because you've lifted all the dirt away, but it doesn't like brighten. What are you moving on to?
Moving on to the Sun by Me Yuja Niacin Brightening Toner.
Okay, I have the Tata Harper Hydrating Floral Essence. Bing!
I've been using that and I can't wait to see your impression of it.
First off, the bottle is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Ooh! Ru, it's a mist! Guys, I just love mist because it's so convenient to use. Okay, let's put this on before we completely dry out. Oh!
So I just put mine on and it smells divine. It smells exactly like Yuja.
Ooh. Oh my god, guys, do you see this glow? Ru, this is so good.
This feels so nice. You know the Yuja lemon drinks that you make when you have a sore throat, just like when it's cold out? This smells exactly like that and I love it. And it has 90% Yuja fruit extract and 5% niacinamide. This is amazing. There's also glutathione and arbutin in here, I believe.
Oh, so it's like a very brightening, pore caring.
Very brightening.
Ooh. And like honestly, I love Sun by Me.
I'm excited to try this long term to see if it'll fade my more stubborn like freckles, because it did say that they can help with that. So I'm just gonna add one more layer before my skin falls off. How's your mist, girl?
First of all, these mists, because I've used so many, you can tell a good mister versus a not good mister, right? This is like the Glow Recipe like fog mist. I don't think it's as fine because that one's really fine, but it's like a beautiful spray and experience. But the funny thing is when you apply it and you kind of put it in, it's like really lightweight, but then it gets a little like tacky. So it's definitely like hydrating, but it leaves a almost, can you see it?
Yeah, it's like boing. I hear it.
Yeah, do you?
It's like boing, boing.
But I just want to call out some of the ingredients because it's very unique. So the first ingredient is, it's called Hordeum vulgare leaf juice, which is basically barley, which is nice. And then there's a neroli, and there's also lavender flower, stem water, and leaf water. And then there's also the rose damascena flower water. So all the top like 4 ingredients are kind of these like grass flower water extracts.
And I think that's what Tata Harper's known for. She's like the pioneer within the clean luxury skincare space of clean products with natural ingredients that actually work. So
yeah. So beautiful. Okay, now we go on to our serums or ampoules, moisturizer, sunscreen. 3 more steps. Okay, but I just want to give an update. So like in that 30 seconds traveling to the room, as the toner sets into the skin, that kind of slight tackiness goes away and it becomes like nothing.
I just went ahead and put on my serum because my face is like help.
So for the serum, I am torn between using the dark spot correcting glow serum from a brand called Axis Y, it's a Korean beauty, or the Artichoke Intensive Skin Barrier Ampoule, because these would be used in the same step. But you know what, because I love niacinamide, I'm gonna try their dark spot correcting glow serum because I think it can help with things like hyperpigmentation, you know, uneven skin tone, pore size, and that.
And for me, I just put on the Tata Harper Rejuvenating Serum, Youth Preserving Solution. I think Tata Harper's a brand that uses a lot of the similar ingredients. Like you mentioned earlier, the first ingredient here is also the barley leaf juice. And then there's mango seed butter, there's rose water. So I think they use a lot of similar ingredients, but in this specific one, there's a lot of peptides. So it's great for anti-aging, it's great for prevention, it's great for fine lines and wrinkles if that's something that you're worrying about. I'm actually pretty surprised by all the Tata Harper skincare products I've been using. I'm a fan.
Okay guys, so this one, oh my goodness. This is like the lightest, wateriest gel serum that I've ever used. It just kind of melts into water as you squirt it onto your hand, but it comes out as like a gel, and like it just slips and slides, you know, when it's like that lightweight. And then when you apply it, it leaves no greasy feeling whatsoever, but it's straight up hydration and like brightening. There's also squalane in here, but you can't feel any like oily residue. There's also rice bran and papaya to also help with like the radiance and brightening, because papaya extract or papaya enzyme is for that. Ooh, I am a fan of this texture. And then there's this ingredient called hippopotamus fruit extract, let's just call it. Ooh, love it. I would give this like a 8.5 out of 10. Enjoy this.
Ooh, I'm excited to try their cleanser.
All right, moving on to moisturizing.
Ding! So I just put on the Farmacy Honey Halo Ultra Hydrating Ceramide Moisturizer. Fel actually just handed this to me. You gave it to me. Was it too thick for you?
It left like that film of like oil on my face. And I was like, Rue's gonna love this.
I love it. I absolutely love it. What's amazing about this is, as usual with most Farmacy products, with their honey, there's propolis, there's royal jelly, and there's also of course ceramides in here. This has like a very beautiful, like, I can't believe it's not butter texture that like comes out really easily with the scoop and just blends so easily and so beautifully into your skin if you do have drier skin types.
It's kind of like a lighter version of your Fresh Lotus cream, but it's still a little thicker and like smooth.
So smooth, it absorbs so beautifully and so quickly into your skin. I really love it.
All right, I'm going in with the Nacific. This is the Real Floral Air Cream with Calendula. One of my other favorite ingredients apart from centella. It does very similar things, you know? Oh my God, Rue, look how pretty it is.
Oh my God, it's so cute.
Oh my.
It looks transparent and jelly.
Oh. Yeah, it's like gel for the hair. You know, back in the day, guys used to use gel. Yeah. Oh my God. It's completely
or some frosted tips.
Yes, frosted tips. Okay, I'm just gonna take it out of this, but it's like completely, what do you call it, transparent gel. But you can see little chunks of like calendula flower maybe. Oh my God. I just blended it into my hand and it literally became a blob of water.
Is it like 8x-Bomb?
Oh my gosh, it's even lighter than 8x-Bomb, because 8x-Bomb's one has the micro-encapsulated oil. Holy moly, this is lightweight.
Is it like a splash of water on your face?
Yes, what the heck? But here's the thing, I think people are going to be put off by this product because I just looked at the ingredients. First is water and then there's alcohol denat. So for that reason, people are going to be like, up in arms, this is terribly. And then after that, there's glycerin, and then there's the hexanediol, betaine propanediol, and then their flower extracts. As we said before in many videos, that if denatured alcohol is there way up, it can be drying for very sensitive types, but it's normally because it needs to carry other ingredients through your skin. But this texture is beautiful. This is the third layer and I don't feel anything, like any stick.
Yeah, just looking at that texture and how it just glides so beautifully and like translucently across your face, I'm like, I don't think I can use that.
No, definitely not for you, Ro. Def's not for you.
Your skin is glowing.
I don't know, this was really nice. Like if you like layering, it's beautiful. All right, so there's that.
Bing! Sunscreen.
Sunscreen. We picked the same ones.
Yes, I've been low-key freaking out trying to put this on before because I'm facing a window, but I was like, no, I'm gonna wait for Fel.
So this is from the brand called Thank You Pharma, which is kind of random, but we heard some of you guys suggest this. It's the Water Sun Cream with SPF 50 plus PA+++.
So they're known for their sun essence, which I believe is lighter than this and comes in a tube, like a skinnier tube form. But this is what we managed to get our hand on, and I'm excited to try this. I'm actually very excited to try this.
I know, it was like sitting on my desk for so long, just waiting for the like opportune moment.
We will see.
This reminds me of the Neogen, the way that it feels on the skin and the way that there's like when you apply it just a very faint like white glow and then it just disappears to nothing.
I feel like I'm also just oily because I waited so long to put on moisturizer. My skin's already recorrecting itself.
Wow, this feels beautiful. I don't know, it's just very comparable to the Neogen but not as creamy as the Neogen. And then there's also Centella Asiatica. There's also limonene right at the bottom and linalool and some fragrance at the end. So I know some of you probably won't enjoy this because of its potentially irritating for like super sensitive skin types, but in terms of like the feel, the application, the spread, I have no complaints.
I agree. The scent I'm not that big of a fan of, but it does apply very beautifully and leave a very nice bing bing glow.
I think I'll be using this one and we'll give you back reviews in our next video.
So let's do a little roundup of our final thoughts of this new routine that we tried. For me, I love how gentle the cleanser was from Schwanen Garden. I'm just gonna call it Schwanen Garden. I don't wanna butcher the name. And I'm excited to try all the other products in their line that's all very dense with like antioxidants. The toner, I'm excited to continue using to see if it will help fade my freckles or just like more stubborn sunspot that I've accumulated over my life. And the serum I really enjoy. If you think of anti-aging serums, the Tata Harper is like the most anti-aging serum of them all. The Farmacy Honey Halo, I think I'm gonna continue using it throughout the winter. It's so creamy without being heavy. And the sunscreen, I like how it applies, I like how it feels on my skin, but I'm just not a big fan of the scent.
Nice. So I think for me, the standouts were the Axis Y and probably the Mist because it was just so enjoyable to use. And I actually really enjoy the sunscreen, so I'll probably keep using that. It's not that I didn't like the Pacific one, it was just because I think the weather, it's getting colder and I need a little bit more, you know, of my skincare to do the work of really like coating and protecting the skin. So for that reason, I would leave this towards like the summer months. So yeah, these three. I was kind of like just okay about the cleanser. It's no frills, but it wasn't a standout. So then let's review a little over our previous videos products, just so you guys know which one worked well throughout the week. So I used the Daily Jeju cleansing milk. I haven't been using this a whole lot, but I've been using it on days where like if you're just at home, if you have light sunscreen, it's a really great gentle cleansing milk if you don't want to use a full-on oil. And then for the toner, it was the Haru Haru Bamboo Mist that obviously I've still been using. And we actually have it on our store now if you guys are interested because we now have Haru Haru. So that's exciting. And then the Verse Clarifying Serum. I really enjoyed this, but I haven't been using it because I haven't been breaking out. So I haven't had the need to like go to this one because, you know, skincare is all about whatever you need on that specific day or you feel that, you know, you need a little help with. The moisturizer, I still use the moisturizer during the days because I feel like I just need a little bit blink and then it like spreads really nicely and sits well under anything. And it's enough moisturization for these colder months, even though it is very lightweight and runny. What about you?
For me, the Holly Frog Centipede Sacred Sea Brightening Powder Wash. I feel like because at night or even in the morning, like I'm just tired and I just want to go to bed, I can't be bothered like, you know?
Yeah.
So I haven't been using this as much, but it's just, I don't really use a lot of powder washes on a daily basis. This maybe will just be like a once a week type deal. And the I'm From Fig Boosting Essence. This is something that I would and have been using continually because it's just so light but hydrating at the same time. And it's just like a pleasant, I don't know, anything from I'm From is just such a pleasant experience when you do use it. The Beauty Pie Super Healthy Skin Daily Vitamins Defense Serum. This I haven't been, but will for sure continue using. I think because we're just trying new things all the time, like I haven't reached for this as much, but I will continue using this because I do like how it applies. I love that it's like choke chock full of vitamins, so very excited. And then the Tata Harper Water Lock Moisturizer, absolutely in love with. I forgot we mentioned this already in the previous video, so we've just been talking a lot about Tata Harper.
It is a big thing if we're gonna be using these products, because if you look at this, these are like all the products that we're currently testing. So it takes something to catch our eye, you know what I'm saying? Alright, Ru, so to wrap this video up, hope you guys enjoyed it, but what's something that you've come to realize or that you learned this week?
So something I've been mulling over lately is that thoughts are very powerful. So be it the stories you tell yourself, be it the thoughts you have about circumstances, situations, people, these thoughts will shift your perspective about situations and people depending on what you're thinking. So you can very happily and positively and lovingly make like a loaf of bread, right? And during that process, because it is a labor of love and you are giving it your full undivided attention, the bread that you make will be like a very lovingly made bread that also tastes amazing because of all the love that you gave it. On the other hand, if you were to make a bread like you're super angry, you're frustrated, you were just like mad the whole time, I don't like saying like energies, like your angry energy will go into the bread. I'm not gonna take it that far, but I feel like some of that will translate into this product or this thing or this bread that you bake that will not be as good as the one where it's made with love and positivity. So I think it's like the same with ourselves. So just being mindful of the stories you tell yourself, being mindful of your thoughts, and trying to just be as positive of a person as you can, especially in circumstances that are trying to make you anything but positive.
You know how we always say, like, just be present, you know, because if you're gonna have to go through things anyway, it's your choice to actually go through it and enjoy it, or go through it and not enjoy it. Either way, you're still gonna have bread, but like, did you enjoy that process? Because why wouldn't you want to? That's life, that's the present, right? Let's not give ourselves more issues than life already gives us sometimes.
True.
So that's the message that we have for you guys. Let us know if you have any questions about previous try on new and exciting finds or today's ones. And if you have any suggestions for our future videos that you want us to try, let us know. And we'll see you very, very soon. Hope you guys are all doing well. Mwah! Goodbye. All right, bye-bye.
Night-night.
Night-night. Night-night.